5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, it's the Quiz of the Week.
Television's general knowledge game of
noughts and crosses.
Criss, Cross, Quiz.
Oh, I love quizzes. I think they're so stimulating.
Women, please.
Women. It's always good for a laugh. Can you name the woman doctor and justice of the peace who attained fame by her television appearances in a panel game?
Isabel Bonnet.
Yes, Lady Barnett, Lady Isabel Barnett.
Well, once again, let's say welcome to What's My Line and start off in the usual way by introducing the experts. Top of the table we have David Nixon.
Good evening.
Isabel Barnett.
Good evening.
Barbara Kelly.
Hello.
And may I say, a little sadly, that this is the last time for some time we'll have Gilbert with us, Gilbert Harding. Ferdinand Rosenthal, how are you?
Sir?
Thank you. Tell me, where do you come from?
London.
London, all right. Have you got a piece of mime ready for the experts?
Yes.
I think just a little bit further down, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
What was that bit? The mind boggles, really. Not quite what I had in mind. I know.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Brains Trust, on which we have this afternoon first, sitting on my right hand further from me, W. Gray Walter, head of the Department of Neurophysiology at the Burden Neurological Institute of Bristol, and his special study is the human brain. And sitting next to him on this side is someone well known here, A.J. Eyre, Professor of Philosophy at University College in the University of London. And on the other side, further from me, is Sir Julian Huxley, biologist, author, and traveller. And sitting next to him on this side, his brother, Aldous Huxley. Our first question today from Mrs. Elizabeth Moynihan of Beaconsfield. Assuming that a pill could be produced which would relieve anxiety without impairing judgment, does the Brains Trust think it would be wrong for human beings, as a matter of course, to solve their problems with the aid of pills?
Perhaps we should try something a little easier.
Behind this curtain, there's a magnetic board. It's got a lot of words. They're all jumbled up. You've got to make a well-known phrase or sentence, and you had 30 seconds in which to beat the clock. Now, I'll open the blinds. Don't turn around till I tell you. Have a good look and don't start till I give you the word. Open the curtains, please. Have a good look, and I'll give you the word, because you've got 30 seconds from now. 30 seconds. Get moving. Oh, you made it!
Maybe I should ask the questions. Now. There we go. Now, here's a starter for 10. Identify the man who may be described as an organ builder, organist, architect, or philosopher.
Manchester, Boyd.
Is it,
Come on.
the, philosopher and,
I fear for him.
missionary, Albert,
His name?
Schweitzer?
Schweitzer is correct, yeah. That is 10 points to Manchester. Your bonus for 20.
Perhaps he was disappointed because there were no prizes. I mean, not even a rotisserie.
7 crystalware. A rug. 3 casseroles. 5 years subscription to the Radio Times. A typewriter. A wall clock. A picnic basket. magazine rack, a food mixer, a vase, vase or vase, transistor radio, a hold-all, bathroom scale,
Oh, no.
What's for oh?
Oh, it's for nothing. Oh, can't be for nothing. Nothing starts with an N.
We can't broadcast nothing. We can't just leave the screen blank.
There must be something here for O.
It's all right. I've got it. This is the one. Put this on.
Great.
Interlude?
Interlude doesn't start with an O.
It's a 1-minute wonder, isn't it?
Couldn't you dig up anything better than this?
There's not a lot going on, is there?
All right. Try the other one.
This isn't much better, is it?
What do you mean? This is brilliant.
Don't talk rubbish. Your average viewer's switched over 16 times by now. Where's your crustacean interest?
What? Where are we?
There's a call on line 1 for you, Director General, sir.
Of course. You wouldn't believe the nightmare I was just having. We were broadcasting all these long, slow interludes, and...
You are broadcasting long, slow interludes, you imbecile.
What? Oh, hello, yes, Prime Minister. No, I didn't realize we were broadcasting them, sir. I was in a meeting, Your Majesty. My lobster has only just... Waste of the license fee. The public does deserve a service, but information, Prime Minister? Oh, I see, not that information. Public information.
Roll the public information film.
$31.5, 32, 33, 35, 40, and 10 is 50, and 50 is a pound. At first, when you are given change in new money, it may sound rather odd. So if you're puzzled by 31.5, 32, 33, 35, 40, and 10 is 50, and 50 is a pound, think decimal. Now there are 100 new pence in a pound. Think decimal. That way you'll find shopping simple.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A short demonstration of lifting heavy objects without strain. Feet about a foot apart, knees bent, straight back and down like so. And now, the wrong way. Straight legs and bent back. Calls, injury, no calls, injury, no calls, injury, no...
Nancy? Jimmy?
Please keep matches away from children.
Those last two were a bit heavy, weren't they?
It's a wrap. OK, stand by for letter P.
Could I have that monitor round the other side, please? I don't mind. I don't mind.
Hang on. The politicians aren't supposed to be in here yet. It's just a Cyril in the first shot.
Did you see question time on the box yesterday?
You look marvellous, darling.
3 bloody hours in makeup, more like.
All set for peace. Stand by, Sir Cyril.
Elections now, and especially polling days, are television carnivals, sort of circus day, rituals of the highest order. But hard as it is to believe, until 1958, broadcasters made no mention whatsoever of party strategies during an election campaign. Only in February 1958 did Granada and ITN tackle the candidates and the issues. And they did that in the by-election in my constituency of Rochdale. A milestone in political coverage? How's it looking down there?
I'd like to see if the cameras will take a look around and see if we can find any of the candidates here. Yes. Yes, there is Mr. Parkinson, who is the Conservative candidate, on the left there, talking with his friends. I don't know whether... Should we take a look further and see if there are any of the others here?
I saw Mr. Kennedy coming in before, I think, near the door.
Yes, there's Mr. Kennedy now, facing us. He's hidden behind... Now, you can just see his face. He's slightly hidden behind that man here. He's facing across. Yes, that's him. Now you can see him full face. Well, you could for a moment.
Candidate's a bit shy there. Let's hope they can get it right in the next year for the big one. They've certainly got the line up. You couldn't slip a rotten borough past that lot. The only problem now is what to do with all this information. Not everybody seems very sure.
Explain as clearly as I can what is happening in each case. Just as soon as you get the result from any individual seat, these lightning calculators, electronic and human, they'll give you the change in the share of the vote that each party has got. And from a very few results analysed in this way, it should be possible to see very clearly which way the wind is blowing.
Well, now, statistics are one thing, and they're difficult to do. Butler will do them. The other half of our comment consists of a broader view of the political situation that's developing and the trend of the whole thing as it goes. For that, as I told you, we have Bob Mackenzie. Bob Mackenzie has behind him this vast scoreboard. I'm going to let you, Bob, explain what it does.
Well, my job will be to look at the results in a slightly longer range view. David Butler will be seeing them as they come in, one after the other. And I'll be looking at the effect on the parties and leading personalities of what we're showing in these results. And I'll be aided by an enormous number of charts and graphs and so on, which we'll be talking to later in the evening. But let me introduce you to one or two of them now. This State of the Parties one here is going to be very important indeed. It'll show the lead and the results as they've come in so far. Then, too, among the other charts, is one I want to just mention in advance, and that's this one which indicates the swing of support from one party to another. It's extremely important to notice which way it goes. If the swing, for example, is 1 point consistently and on the average to the Conservatives, they're not only in again, but they'll have an increased majority of about 35. They'll go up from 55 to something like 80 or 90. If, on the other hand, the swing is the other way, you'll know the Conservatives are getting into trouble. They'll still be in office, but if the swing goes as far as 2.5 to Labour, then almost certainly we've got a new government.
So, with the swingometer, the BBC revealed its secret weapon. The gauntlet was thrown down, but ITN's boffins went one better in 1964.
This is the program with the miracle new ingredient, KDF-9. KDF-9 is a giant computer at Kidsgrove in Staffordshire. For months now, Hugh Berrington and computer experts at Kidsgrove have been programming KDF-9 for this election. The first result will go straight into this computer. Within seconds, it will predict, off the cuff, or as much off the cuff as a computer can, what the final result of this general election is going to be. We're all keeping a close check on the computer. People like me who don't understand the computers have got a box of matches here, absolutely ready to work it out as well.
And that year, too, ITN retained the services of some unusual pundits.
OK, lads, you're pretty regular top of the pollsters. What do you think about this election business?
Very good.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah. Good stuff, this election stuff.
All right if you win. Do you think it's harder being a politician than being a pop star?
Yes, definitely.
Probably. Very much so. Has it, Father?
Never been a politician, no.
What would happen if you got all this?
Never been.
Don't take our money, Harold. And
Kenko really know how to make a great cup of coffee.
That's delicious.
Of course, real coffee drinkers go out of their way for Kenko.
At last, daily moisturizing care for tackling dryness. Not for your skin, but for your hair. Norion's conditioner from L'Oreal. Protein and